I'm out of jokes. I'm officially out of jokes. I can't think of anything funny for the intro, so hang on, I can think of something funny for the intro. And by think of, I mean Google. Okay, this'll do. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Not Rose. Hello Whovians, Crispy Bro here, and welcome back to the channel. Hey, thank you so much for sticking around. I really do appreciate it. It's a nice little, relationship we have here. I don't know what that was. So yes, today we are back doing Doctor Who Dumbest Theories. I feel like Dumbest is quite a harsh title. It should be Doctor Who Theories That Never Came True, Part 2. But that's quite a long title, so I'm just going to say Dumbest for the sake of short titles. I don't think you guys are dumb. You're actually very, very smart. So a while back, I did a video called Doctor Who Dumbest Theories, and you guys seemed to really like that. There was a really good response, and there was a heap of comments, and I'm like, hey, why don't I read out a couple from that? That'll be, it's an extra video. Let's do it. But before I get into it, hey, why not consider subscribing to this channel? We make Doctor Who content every single week. And please like this video as it does help out the algorithm a lot. We are trying to grow the channel. If we hit 30K, I'll do a 12-hour Doctor Who live stream where I watch bad episodes but can only say compliments or something like that. Smash that subscribe button. Sorry, that was a bit aggressive. Lightly press the subscribe button. So yeah, you guys did leave some good ones and some really rather jokey ones, like Crispy is actually a pre-Hartnell Doctor. Here's a theory: Crispy is secretly the Doctor, but his Time Lord stuff is in his microphone. Crispy is actually a showrunner from the future doing these kind of videos to see what fans want. What? What are you on about? What are you implying? Huh? Alright, come on, let's get into it. Let's do some real ones. Shut up, Siri. No one likes you. This theory wasn't dumb, but I remember believing it and thinking that they were probably gonna do it. That in Revolution of the Daleks, that in the trailer, when the Dalek jumped onto Yaz, I thought, and a few other people thought, that she would get possessed by it and would be the one to kill Graham or Ryan. Damn, I do remember this theory. There was a lot of talk of Graham or Ryan, like, potentially dying in that episode, and that we were gonna see a change in Jodie's performance, like she was gonna be darker. They ended up just walking, spoiler alert. But in that trailer, there is a shot of Yaz, with an uncaged Dalek like latching onto her, and I was like, oh, last time we saw that kind of thing happen was in Resolution, and they like possessed that girl. So I was like, it would make sense. I remember that there was a rumor that in Hellbent, Capaldi was going to degenerate into David Tennant, and then all of the trailers leading up to Hellbent started teasing a regeneration, and I was convinced. What? When did this happen? I did not hear anything like this. I feel like there's always rumors of David Tennant popping up somewhere. Like, David Tennant is so attached to the show still that people are like, nah, he's gonna be in the finale. Nah, he's actually... Bill Potts was actually David Tennant. People randomly rolled with the theory that 13 was to be impregnated by a Dalek in Resolution of the Daleks. I'm sorry? Didn't hear this one, and I don't know. Impregnated by the Daleks. That was... wow. I mean, if anyone's gonna do it, it's Chibnall. The man doesn't give a f***. But hey, we never really found out what that hybrid was. Maybe it's that. There's a theory that one of the members in the punishment platoon in Nightmare in Silver, I looked up his name, apparently it's called Ha Ha, is actually Stormageddon / Alfie Owens. I do remember this. I feel like there was like a image on Facebook that went around saying like, oh, it's Stormy and that guy from Nightmare in Silver. I just wonder how Alfie ended up there. Was it through the Doctor? Was it through the TARDIS? Maybe one day the Doctor wanted to go back and visit Craig, but he had sadly passed away, and Stormy was all grown up and said, oh, my dad told stories about you to me throughout my life. Oh my god. The Doctor felt bad for not being there for Craig, and thus took Alfie to the stars and was like, hey, you're gonna fight the Cyberman with me one day. Does that guy die? Rumor: Clara's grandmum was Riversong. There was something about the ring she is wearing and the way she looks at Matt when he comes in as Clara's boyfriend. I feel like the way she reacts when Matt Smith walks in the room is because he is technically naked. Are you trying to say that Riversong always looks at the Doctor as if he's nude? Because that's something that Stephen Moffat would write. Harriet Jones was the Supreme Dalek in the Series 4 finale. You wanted some funny theories, and that's the one.
Harriet Jones, former Prime Minister.
Yes, we know who you are. I remember the theory that Tennant was the Master that was going to replace Missy. However, I never thought anything of it because it's just one of those theories. I appreciate your honesty, MM Productions. That's what I'm saying. Tennant is just rocking up everywhere in all of these theories. But let's be absolutely real. We know David Tennant would crush that, being the Master. He would have so much fun. He is an excellent villain. If you guys haven't seen Jessica Jones Series 1, he's the main villain in that, and it's terrifying. It's terrifying. I heard something like Season 7 was just a dream or something like that. I, too, heard this theory. Just talk amongst yourselves while I'm Googling this. Theory that I heard was that Series 7 Part 1 happened in reverse for the Doctor, or something like that. Or that a town called Mercy was actually an adventure in that little period where the Doctor's like, come on, let's go on a freaking 4-month bender in the middle of your party. I remember a wild theory when Series 8 was airing that speculated that the dinosaur in Deep Breath was actually missing.
What now?
I don't know what the basis of this theory is. I don't know why they thought this could possibly happen. But who knows, maybe it is actually Missy. Maybe the Master is a freaking dinosaur. I still have no idea, but you know the scene at the end of the Astronaut 2-parter with the little girl regenerating? My mum literally went and said, she's River, and none of us believed her. Wow, your mum has some good intuition, because I would not have believed her either in that moment. That was one of the first, I think that was the first Doctor Who episode I watched live, like with everyone else, with the rest of the world. But we knew nothing really about River at that stage, but damn. Respect to Sarah Glover's mum. Mrs. Glover. When Capaldi was revealed as 12, one rumor I remember was that Kekilius, I can't remember how to say his name now. Let's just call him C. That C was going to be revealed to have been 12 disguised by a chameleon arc where he settled on Earth and had a family and inadvertently gave the idea to himself as 10 to take on that face in the future. That actually sounds really cool. That's not a dumb theory at all. And I have used it as the thumbnail, I think. So 12 is the Doctor, and he's like, how did I get this face? And then he puts the chameleon arc on, becomes human, and is like, you should choose this face. So it's like, he chose his face after his face. Oh, that's actually giving me a headache. That's actually giving me a headache. I remember reading a theory how the woman who found the Master's ring in The Last of the Time Lords was Donna because her ring that she was wearing in Journey's End shone. Also, another theory / rumor I remember reading in 2005 was Davros and Missy would team up for the Series 9 or 10 finale. Okay, let's break down the first one. Another ring thing. What's up with Doctor Who and rings? And Davros and Missy did come face to face in the... which is familiar, I believe, but it's only for a brief second. So that one's kind of true. They didn't team up or anything. They actually had a bit of a rivalry. Alrighty, and the last one is that Missy is Amy just because they reused the set from Girl Who Waited in the first Heaven scene. They very much did. I feel like I used this in my video from years ago called Top 10 Doctor Who Reused Locations. And yes, they did reuse the exact same spot. I'm pretty sure they used it in Torchwood as well. So, well done. Well done, BBC. But hey, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave in the comments below some more Doctor Who dumb theories or theories that didn't end up being true. I'd love to potentially make a part 3 to these. It's a lot of fun seeing things, you know, in hindsight. Please like this video. Please subscribe if you have not already. And also shout out to a new patron, this guy right here. Appreciate you a lot. And yeah, have an awesome day. Check out the Patreon if you want and take care of yourself. Allons-y!